If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo! Big cause.
Yeah, you reach Goblin Ogre.
Yes, welcome to the Goblin Ogre podcast. Back on Zoom for one episode because it's Christmas time and I didn't want to see anyone in person.
Yeah.
That's not the real reason. I just think I was busy. I don't know about you guys. Baxter, right before you joined the call, he's like, I feel like everyone's miserable. Are you miserable? And I go, I'm good. Why are you miserable? Why do you think you're miserable? And who else is miserable around you?
I have a better question. Why are you lying about being miserable?
No, I'm not miserable. I'm pretty good.
Yeah. I don't even know why I said that, to be honest with you. I'm not miserable, but like I feel like I should be. But I'm not.
Are you usually happy around this time of year? It's Christmas time, by the way. This is our Christmas episode. This is the Christmas special.
Yeah. No, I hate Christmas. I hate my family. It's terrible.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel that. Not the hating of the family thing, but
your
feel
family
happy.
hates you.
No, you feel happy, but you should be miserable. Like I understand what that means.
Yeah.
It's like there's no reason to be that happy right now. I mean, we're about to be invaded by fucking aliens.
Oh,
so,
we have to.
Yeah.
We've mentioned it. We have to go all in on alien invasions. I mean, it's the end of the year, so we have to. Oh, Baxter, can you do this way phone wise instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, what do you mean we're gonna be invaded by aliens?
Well, my sources, which is just clips on Instagram, are telling me that NASA has confirmed a giant space cube heading for Earth, and we're gonna see it in January. And all these orbs and drones that are flying around, being shot out of the sky. I think it's Project Bluebeam, but this just to me seems like we're getting closer and closer to the inevitable New World Order, the one world government. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, well I'm technically homeless, so a space cube doesn't sound so bad.
Hey. Maybe they got an extra room in there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, feed me my own asshole through a straw or something.
Hey, what's going on with is this real? You got a business coming? You have a business venture that you're gonna get into?
Yeah, I'm a social media mogul now.
All right.
A social media mogul.
Yeah.
I know you're next to fellow social media mogul who is molds, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I started a cleaning services business. And I'm also going to start a social dynamics course.
What does that mean?
So I'll be teaching young men how to overcome shyness through spirituality and understanding themselves to get laid and get money.
Is Lewis
it's like
is Lewis one of your clients? Lewis your first client?
It's like life coach, self-development type stuff.
Oh, okay.
Shyness is a terrible disease.
This is the response I expected.
I knew a girl what she suffered from the disease of shyness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're on Lewis TV right now.
Yeah.
What? No. So do you have like are you creating a platform or are you joining like one of those like I don't know? There's different platforms that have courses like Skillshare or something like that. There's like those ones.
Yeah, so right now I'm studying this course this guy Owen Cook put out. It's called Blueprint Reloaded. So I've been studying that every day and taking notes, and I'm just implementing the concepts to my life. So so I can transform, and then the idea is I'll help other people transform.
Oh, okay. So what is his course?
So
on?
I'm learning it first.
Yeah.
It's on his own website. It's called Blueprint
Oh, okay.
Reloaded.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember the book The Game by Neil Strauss?
That sounds familiar, yeah.
It was like a huge book. Came out a long time ago, but it was like the first like pickup artist book. So he was one of the characters in that book, like the original book. But like he went on to take it to like a next level, basically. It's kind of like it's type of stuff that like Patrice talked about in the Black Phillip show. Like those kind of concepts on how to, become a more confident person and better at the art of seduction.
I like the idea of a cleaning business and pickup artistry. It's like once Baxter makes your bed for you, he'll fuck you in it.
Yeah.
I think there's a good link there. I'm up for it. And it's called Matty Bizzles.
Yeah, it's called Matty Bizzles.
And
the course or the cleaning? Or both?
The cleaning thing.
Oh,
okay. The cleaning thing. Yeah. Matty Bizzles, we get busy with the bubbles.
That's not bad.
How are you gonna get around though? Like with the equipment, like with the cleaning material.
Yeah, that I haven't figured out yet. Maybe I'll get like a backpack and just put a bunch of shit in there.
That looks so cool.
Can you guys say your real thoughts on this? You don't need to be fake supportive.
No, the cleaning business. I know somebody else who got into that. I think that's a very normal.
My
business.
family, they were just like poor immigrants, were able to do cleaning. Like they were able to, get the supplies. I think it's very doable.
Your family?
My real thoughts, are just like every other thought. Like, are you gonna get a truck? Where are you gonna get the supplies? It's just shit like that. But that's all acquired.
You can get the supplies. It's cleaning supplies, literally everywhere. There's plenty of places for him to get the supplies. You just have to.
But I thought you get like supplies. More industrial.
Oh
ones. I don't know,
like those wet vacuums and stuff like that.
What the fuck did you do?
But yeah, no, it's a pretty normal business. It's a very what will I say? A very reasonable business. That if you had told me before this call, I'm going to tell you about your new business, I would have never guessed something that normal and reasonable. I would have guessed anything more. Oh, we're selling dick skin.
Yeah.
We're like we cut dick skins from men who want to be circumcised later, and then we sell them again to other people who want dick skins. That felt like if you said that, I would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Isn't that like a big business? Like Gwyneth Paltrow puts dick skin into her creams and sells them to people.
I've heard a lot of things.
It like fights aging or something. Aging or something like that.
I will respect you, Lee. No one's commented on yet. I respect that. You're clearly drinking a beer out of an AW mug that you're not supposed to take.
That he definitely stole,
Yeah. You can pay for that, but I know he didn't pay for it. He just walked away with it. And then 2, Lee is the only one person who changed his background in Zoom to something worse than his apartment now.
No, this is Coburg, dude.
Wait, what is? Oh, I didn't even know that was a green screen image. I thought that was his place. What is that?
Which?
No, I'm being serious. I had no idea.
I know you're being serious, which is a huge insult to Lee because you're saying I believe Lee would live in a place like that.
Complete squall. Yeah, come clean my house. It'll be the first job.
So funny. He saw trash behind you and thought, nothing. There's nothing weird about that.
He didn't see the business opportunity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a type of place you could probably work on.
Yeah, true. I have 3 clients already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I believe. I mean it. I think this is a very reasonable business venture.
The first one's tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Is it Lewis's place? Because I've seen that place and they could use Matty Bizzles.
Yeah, they need Matty Bizzles.
Yeah, they need. I'll pitch in. I'll pay a third, so I never have to record at that hellhole again.
Yeah, you clean his house and he could vlog it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to devote some time to. I gotta ask about Lewis TV after, but yeah, no, that sounds cool. I think that one is more reasonable, if you want my honest opinion, than the course, only because I feel like I'm not. What's that term that left wing people? I'm not yucking your yum. It could work out great, but hopefully My only worry, like even my girls mentioned, like getting into like you could have an online course, like HR, different things, comedy, whatever. Some people may disagree, but I just don't want them to think, did we miss the train? And there's like 10 million courses already. How are they going to find yours?
No, so the way I'm going to compete with the big guys that do it is like I'm going to do a mom and pop shop version where like it's not a course, it's like one-on-one at first, right? And build it that way. So the appeal is like those guys don't have access to the guys who are doing it at the highest level. So I'll be the one like doing it like in real life with them, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I've already had so I actually, when I was doing it years ago before I like fucked up and got a girlfriend and shit like that. I had one guy, he was my one client, he gave me $80 an hour, and I brought him to the Eaton Center, and I would just shove him at women, be like, go talk to them. He's like the shy Russian guy. He'd pay me $80 just to have somebody like push him into being more social. So like it is very doable. And like $80 an hour is crazy money. So I figure like I could get paid pennies working for someone else, making their dream come true, or I could just fucking build my own thing and say fuck it.
Yeah, that is
worth a shot.
That's not crazy if you think about it. Like all the people, like there's like fat slobs who get trainers at gyms, and that kind of makes sense or whatever. But there's also a lot of people, they get trainers at gyms because they say they're just like, I just like someone pushing me because you feel like you have to or whatever. So you could just see like the fucking nudge that some of these guys need.
We also live in like very socially retarded times right now. Like I feel like people need this stuff actually. Like I'm actually like passionate about it. I think it really plagues people, not having a bigger social life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's lots of guys
definitely help that out. There really is a lot of people who don't know how to talk to others. Yeah. I think right now is like the time to exploit that for sure.
I don't use the word exploit, and don't now use this in your promotions for your thing where a seedy Hispanic guy in a broken down apartment is saying, yeah, you could exploit people.
Yeah, there's so many losers out there.
There's so many losers you could take advantage of. Ooh. No, that's all right. But which one are you focused on?
No, I genuinely want to help people. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm taking their money for nothing. I actually want to like learn this stuff so I can actually, help them change. It's very doable. Like this stuff is real. It fucking works.
Yeah, no, I can.
But obviously, I know I talk about this to people. They're like, okay, like it's kind of goes. People don't really understand it. It seems weird. So I like show people like it in real life,
Yeah.
Conceptually, it just sounds like some bullshit.
So other than that, how was everybody's Christmas? Since you're talking, why don't you go ahead, Matthew?
Oh, Christmas was terrible, dude. I think I had a manic episode and started these business, to be honest with you. I called my mom a pedophile, and it was awful.
I mean,
me and my girlfriend broke up. It was a disaster.
New, different girlfriend than the one I know from the past?
No, I went back with her. So I told her about this business. Right? And at first she was like, okay, that's fine. We can still be together. You can just go do that. I don't care. But she was just lying. And then she's like, you can't be going out there fucking other girls and shit like that. And we got to do a huge fight. So that's probably over.
I ran into her.
Did you? Oh, at open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me about that.
She told me, yeah. It was a very funny interaction because
was it?
I don't know, you and I, we haven't talked probably in like a couple months or something. I forget when's the last time I saw you or whatever. Maybe more.
Probably at Rivals.
Yeah. So I don't know anything. But she goes to me, she's like, she sees me, I go, oh hey, whatever, and then she's like, you know what? What he says about me is not true, by the way. And I go, oh, Matt? No, I don't know anything. I haven't talked to him in a while. He hasn't said anything to me. And she goes, oh, okay. Yeah. And then she walks past me. It was very nice. She walks past me, and then she turns around and she goes, I'm not a demon like he says. I don't know. Dude, I don't know anything about.
That's how you know Matt's telling the truth. You know what I mean? If they have to come out and say he's lying about me, it's just like Rob's girl who messaged us saying like that whole grocery store story.
Yeah, I mean, that probably.
And she's like, he makes me sound like I'm an asshole or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you were.
So I believe it. We'll remove the story.
The case, I believe that if it's never the case, they don't mention it. They don't go like they don't bother. Like, who cares what you think? You know what I mean? But if they have to get in your face, like, no, they're lying. No, she is a demon. Yeah.
When I was living in Newmarket, there's like this tent where it's like a like Pentecostal church, and they do like exorcisms there. And I'm like, hey, baby, date night. Let's go to this fucking exorcism tent. So God bless her. She's not a demon. She's definitely gonna watch this.
No, I had a very nice interaction with her. It was very short, but it was nice. But she just saw me. I think this has happened to me before. If somebody knows me only through a relationship I have with somebody else, the second they see me, they feel like they have to like just explain their side. And I'm like, I don't know what I've had like male friends before where two of them got into an argument. And when I saw one of them, he only knows me through this other person. The second he saw me, he's like, "Oh, by the way, that dude doesn't know what, he's on some shit or whatever." I'm like, I don't know any of this. I don't need to. So I think she just saw me, and it was a very nice interaction, but she's like, I'm going to make sure he knows I'm not a demon. And in my head, I'm like, he's never called you a demon to me. Now I'm worried you're a demon because you've called yourself.
Yeah.
But I wasn't never thinking he's never called you a demon to me.
Well, the thing is, nobody's a demon. Yeah. A demon is inhabiting somebody.
That's correct.
Like
there's
a human being in there, but there's also a dark entity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a spiritual parasite. Yes. Is what a demon possession is.
Unless
something
Lee
is latched onto you and is controlling your brain. Yeah.
Unless Lee is inhabited, then he'd go, "There's no human in here. I'm in a useless vessel."
Useless. Yeah.
Lee, how was your Christmas?
I spent it with the girlfriend's family.
Oh,
they were nice to me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they liked you.
Yeah. We went to Red Lobster. Yeah.
Oh really? What's Red Lobster like on Christmas night?
Yeah. It was good. It wasn't as like fucking painful as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I don't know, sometimes like you date somebody but you don't want to put up with the family, like even an ounce of it.
Yeah.
It's like you already kind of have like I have a bit of a standoffish nature about me in general, like with people's families, because I feel like I'm forced to be around them. But no, it went swimmingly. It went really, really nice and smooth and good. So yeah, I can't complain. They even got me some gifts. Yeah.
What they get you? That Garfield hat?
Right. No, this was supposed to be a gift for my girlfriend's mom, but then I convinced her not to give it to her. I told her.
Wait,
I told her she looked cute in it. Yeah.
Your girlfriend was getting it for her own mom?
Yeah.
And you said, "Let me have that."
No, not let me have that. I'm like, you should keep that. You look adorable in it.
Oh, and you're just wearing it now.
I guess she kept it. Yeah. But I felt like wearing it today.
Oh, okay. What did you? Yeah, no. Baxter asked, "What did you get from the in-laws?"
Christmas sweater, some chocolates with booze in it, and some lottery tickets.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, all right.
Do you think there's a rule for like if you win lottery tickets from somebody giving you lottery tickets, like how much do you have to give?
I gotta give them at least 25%. I think
25%.
I think
that's good of you. That's you're.
Well, you go like I don't want no shit after this. Like that's fair. I'm not gonna give half because it's mostly mine.
Yeah, I think 25% is very fair. I think it's way more than fair. I think like if we're talking, let's say you win like 40 million, I'd give like $1 million probably to that person. Yeah. Unless I'm really bad at math and that's 25%. I don't think it is. But, no, it would be 10 million.
Lee had a white trash Christmas.
Yeah, he went to Red Lobster.
Red Lobster lottery tickets.
He shoved the cheese bay biscuits into the lobster's ass to feel like it was stuffing, but it wasn't. What did you
Lee,
eat?
Why don't you pretend to be like a higher caliber of white? Like you just want to be the worst type of white. You know?
I mean, I think the worst caliber of white is the funnest. I don't want to be high caliber white. I want to be. It's just so you get so you could still act like a dirty immigrant, but have a little bit of a what's the word, like you're allowed to do it, like you have a fucking the word's escaping, but it's just more comfortable that way. Too much pressure when you're trying to be high caliber all the time.
Right.
If you could just figure out low caliber approach, it's funner.
Yeah.
Less pressure. Yeah.
Lee put a sweater on, tried to go to a golf course once. The guy's like, "Here's my bag. Carry it for me."
Yeah. Lee looks like a caddy.
Do you guys ever like? I guess Sanker, you've always been in a relationship, but like,
well,
I find
like 5 years, but not before that ever.
I find for me, relationships, like I'll lose my identity and just become like a real, like unfunny, uncharismatic loser. And then I get out of them and I have to like rebuild my identity. It just makes me very like lethargic. I stop doing anything interesting and my brain just atrophies. It's happened twice to me, like really bad. And I'm experiencing that right now.
You just described Sanker
friends
for the last 5 years.
I don't even think that's true. I just don't.
That was mean.
You start to like one person and then you dislike other people more. No, I've seen.
No, I'm just saying that's what happens to me. That's why I'm like,
I've seen it before.
I can't do that anymore. Yeah.
I've seen that before with other guys and stuff, and I think it just depends who you're with. Lee,
I just lose. Yeah.
Lee, he doesn't lose who he is. There's just two Lees: relationship Lee and single Lee, and they're very similar. But the relationship Lee just really likes baseball, and you don't see him for a while.
Yeah.
He just loves baseball.
So Lee does it too. Like you stop doing comedy, you stop doing shit. Yeah.
I start doing more. Yeah, like, I do get more into the sport of baseball. That's for sure.
Yeah, Derek Jeter got a lot of support from Lee in one of his relationships. I can't remember which one, but if I would see Lee, he would just talk baseball a lot. And every time I called him, I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna podcast in like a week." He's like, yeah. I'm like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm playing MLB The Show." Plays a lot of MLB The Show. I don't know if that's still a thing, but
you started replaying it a lot more now. Online.
It's relationship Lee. He loves.
Yeah.
There's a weird correlation with when Lee falls in love, he also falls back in love with baseball.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think you just believe in like America and apple pie, and like you get in a relationship and you love baseball and you work, and you're a good old boy.
I guess. I mean, before we went to the restaurant yesterday, they were watching football, and it was the national anthem.
Yeah.
And I was already standing up, and I was watching it, and it looked like I was like a hand on my heart, like, just watching the fucking anthem going. And they're like, "Whoa, you're into this?" I'm like, "It's the best part of the game." I do get a little bit weird when I'm in love. Yeah, like I get more old man, like baseball, just patriotic. I don't know, it's weird. And when I'm single and out there, I'm kind of like just
there's no time for baseball.
Doing a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. I gotta shove my bat and other women.
Whatever.
No, but I think it's okay to change a little, and I probably changed more than I should, but I'm happy, so whatever. I don't really care. But I get
it. If you're happy, it's fine.
Yeah, but if you're unhappy and then you're also a fucking goober at like in your relationship, that's stupid.
I think it's just your attention shifts. Like when you have a girlfriend, there's other things on your mind, and when you don't, there's a lot more things on your mind. So I don't think like you're playing two different identities. I think it's still the same fucking person, but just different things are on your mind. I think.
Yeah.
Was this breakup? Was this breakup a rough one, or you're just like, listen, let's not anymore, and then you just left? Like, you ever have those breakups where you're just like, let's just not do this?
Too many breakups. If you keep breaking up with the same fucking person, like, come on, man, like you need to stop before she gets knocked up or something really bad. Either she gets knocked up or something truly terrible happens.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's bad. It's bad. It gets violent and shit. It gets violent and shit, at the bitter end.
How many people do you think like were thinking of breaking up with their girl or their guy and got pregnant, and they didn't believe in abortion,
countless.
So they just
I think the number is countless.
Countless.
Yeah. Because then they stay together for the kid. and they think, oh, this will get us closer. This will, snap us out of, that wrong mentality, that toxic shit. And then it just gets worse because a kid is just pressure. A kid just is just blinding fear with all things that are associated with life after that. Because now it's not about you. You really want it to be about you, but now it's about this fucking kid and this witch that had it. So yeah, it's your life gets so much
It's
worse.
your girl in the background. This witch.
Yeah. You're different, baby. You're not a witch.
Yeah. You're not a witch. You're not a demon. Don't listen to these guys. You're not.
How was your Jamaican Christmas, Sanker?
Jamaican Christmas. There's no Jamaicans involved in my Christmas at all.
Oh, I thought like you spent it with your girlfriend.
Yeah, she's not Jamaican. Her family's from Grenada. Yeah.
Grenada.
Although touche, I've called you Mexican 45 times. So.
How was yours?
It was good. Yeah, we didn't. We saw like her kids and stuff, but we didn't see her like family. So we saw my family, like from the Guyanese side or whatever. It was cool. I was at my grandma's place yesterday. My grandma is spiraling in terms of like her knowledge of what's going on and stuff like that. She sings a lot. Like she'll grab you. She didn't used to do this as much. She'll like grab you and be like, "Hey, it's good to see you." And then she'll start singing a song. And then this old lady just holding your hand and you're like, "Oh God, I love her, but I got to get out of here." Because the song just never ends. And they're like old songs I've never heard of. Some of them are Indian.
Dude, that's so incredibly sad.
It's so sad.
That's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. But like,
so she's getting like Alzheimer's, and she's.
I don't know if it's diagnosed, but I just think she likes to sing, and that's all she wants to do. And you have that weird balance of I love this person, but this is the most boring moment ever is to just watch someone sing.
Song ever.
Yeah. Like she's not even doing Bruno Mars or something that I can be like, ooh, like it's just an old song I've never heard.
Oh my God, I think I'm exactly like your grandma with my freestyle rapping.
He just holds people's hands.
He holds people's hands.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Come on, guys.
That's fucking great.
I have to maybe one of you guys can explain, and we don't have to bring him on camera, but I need to understand Lewis TV because I don't think I fully do.
It's just a vlog.
Oh, he left? It's just a blog? Yeah. So he just like goes around, whether it's like I'm going to this restaurant or.
Yeah, he just vlogs it and then I guess cuts the parts he thinks is interesting and uploads it. He used to do it all the time. Then he stopped after he got married.
Oh yeah, speaking of
witch demon.
The witch demon.
Yeah. No, I like Char. She's cool.
She's okay. Yeah. I was been wondering when is he gonna, impregnate her with his like little boy goo.
You have to ask Lewis about that. I don't want to speculate.
You don't want to speculate how much goo he's putting in her right now, once a month.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all Christian and they don't talk about shit like that. They're more dignified about it.
But they're married. That's what doesn't make any sense. You're Christian, sure, but you're married. So putting in goo is actually the most
no, not like that, but like them
sex.
Just talking about it to other people. Like
okay.
I don't see Lewis actually talking about fucking his wife. You know what I mean? Like he should, because I want to hear about it, but he doesn't.
We should have him
That's on him.
We should have him on next week, but send him our question in advance, and they're all like they're 20 questions about fucking his wife in different ways, and how much goo he's putting in her.
Yeah. But I don't think they want kids. I don't know. Again, I'm speculating. I don't want to do any of that anymore.
Well, I wouldn't want kids if Lewis was the father either. We have 4-foot pygmy kids.
I think Lewis might be a decent dad.
I didn't say that. No, yeah, I'm just saying he's short, so genetically he's not ideal.
Anyway, so Lewis left. Lewis left the room.
Yeah, he left. I think.
Yeah,
That's what he said. Yeah. Oh, I did want to say one thing that's funny. I just found out about my Christmas is me and my girl were trying to do like don't spend too much, so we're not really gonna get each other like big gifts this year. But I knew I'm like I gotta get her something. I want to get her something. I got her this like hoodie thing, but I bought it online, and she walks up to me like 10 minutes before I started this call, and she's like, I think this thing is giving me a rash. And she has like a rash all over her neck from, I assume, the cheap material.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy. I don't know too many black people that have ever had a rash in their life.
Oh, that's not true. Yeah. They get rashes.
Never heard of it.
Like others.
It's got to be some pretty cheap, shitty material. Where did you get this? Like Temu or whatever?
No, Amazon. It was Amazon, but I mean, to me now, the difference between those are negligible. Like just one, the stuff arrives faster. But like if you look on Amazon and you think you're getting like something, it's all like Chinese shit.
Yeah.
I fucking
Sanker, you're such a nice you're such a nice guy that like we took that story you just told at face value. If I told that story, it'd be like, are you choking your girlfriend? Trying to get the demon out of her, you know?
You're just believing me. Maybe I'm laying.
Like that feels like a domestic abuse cover-up story. Oh, it's a rash from the scarf. I don't know. Fuck.
Hey, shut up. Just shut up. You know what's funny is I was watching a true crime thing just now, and they started it by showing like this female cop was murdered, and they showed the interview of when they tell the husband that she's dead, and he's bawling. And this is when I knew I would be a bad cop. He cried. I felt so bad for this guy. And then 5 minutes later, they showed definite proof that he was the one that killed her. And I was like, I had no idea. I just saw his crocodile tears.
I wouldn't be crying. I'd be scared. Like I'd be frightened, thinking like they're investigating me. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, you can't be too angry, so you have to just sit there, be quiet. Like I need my lawyer mode. Even though if you didn't kill her, you're just like that fear that they're gonna pin it all on you is greater than my grief.
Let's do an exercise, right?
Let's say deceased girlfriend.
my fight or flight is more important than the loss of experience.
If you killed her, I wouldn't even wait for the cops and cry. I would just take off.
Oh, is that
what you do? All that.
You're not trying to hide it and you disappear.
No, I would disappear. I would leave. Yeah.
Everyone would know you killed her, but they're never going to find you. That's your thought. Okay.
That's my thought, yeah.
All right, let's say you did kill your girl, and I'm the cop telling you that your girl's dead. Let's say you didn't flee, but you're trying to hide it. I'm going to tell you, and I want you to try to act like if it's new news. I want to see.
Okay.
Hey, hello, Mr. Fernandez. I'm sorry, we have some bad news for you. Your wife was discovered. She was shot twice at the back of the head on Alameda Boulevard. So I'm sorry to inform you.
Oh, that's terrible.
Horrible.
The fuck is she doing in Alameda Boulevard?
Oh, that's your victim.
Probably cheating on me again.
Cheating whore.
Probably sucking dick on Alameda Boulevard. Yeah. I don't know how I'd react. I'd be like, "Are you sure that was her?" I don't know.
Are you sure? Maybe that's a great question. If you're trying to hide it, are you sure? Is a good question, because I feel like that would sow doubt that you did it because you're in disbelief that it actually happened. That's probably a good question. Are you sure it's her? Is probably the first question you should ask when someone says.
I guess that's what came to mind first. I'm like, really? Like, who would kill her? Like, why she seems she's a nice person.
Well,
like,
I think
why
that's
would
what
you
most
kill
people
her?
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what will come to mind. That'd be my immediate question. Like, yeah.
All
How
right.
certain are you that this is my bitch?
Baxter, what's your first thing you say? If I tell you killed your girlfriend in your head, what's the first thing you say when I tell you she's dead?
I feel like if I killed my girlfriend, I wouldn't be able to hide it. I'd just be crying at the police station.
So you're just like the guy I saw.
Yeah. Just bawling his eyes out.
I would say things that I mean, but are true whether I killed her or not. I would go like she doesn't deserve it because I know she didn't. I killed her because I wanted to. So I would say things like that.
I couldn't live with that on my conscience at all. It's just like live life with a murder. That'd be tough.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people just have that constitution in them. The lizard folk.
You see those people that commit murders and they've gotten away with it for like 20 plus years, and new forensic technology comes out and these guys get arrested like way into their old age. Do you think that between like when they committed the murder to when they finally get caught, that every day they thought about it, they thought about that murder, or they forgot about it at some point? Like they don't think about it, and by the time they put the cuffs on them, they're like, "Wait, what? I did what? Oh yeah!" Like, do you think that you forget about it after a while? You don't think?
I don't think you think about it every day, but I don't think when you put the cuffs on you, you're like, oh, shit, I did kill somebody. Oh, now that you mentioned it, I hadn't thought about it a long time, but I did murder someone in cold blood.
Thanks for reminding me.
Thanks for reminding me.
That was a terrible thing I did. I didn't ever do it again.
Yeah. No. You don't. I don't think you think about it every day, though. That's what I think it's the same lie. Like someone might say that, but it's the same lie that someone says, like when you lose somebody, like they go, oh, I thought about them every day. But the truth is you don't think about someone you lost every day. You think about them maybe once a week, but not every day. So I think if you murdered somebody, you probably go through like large periods, like maybe a full month, where you think about them once, maybe.
And it's also, I think, too, if that was the case, if you thought about them every day, the murder, you'd probably turn yourself in.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of, I think, associated with guilt to have to think about it. It's probably torturous. So yeah, I think you do forget about it if you're a real psychopath at some point.
I know I've watched like a lot of interviews with like mobsters and stuff, and the one I've heard them mention, and maybe this is true about murdering your wife, is they remember and think about the ones that like meant something to them in their life. So when they were like, oh, go kill this like mobster that you vaguely know, they don't really think about those guys too much. But when it was like their best friend that they had to kill, those ones, they say like, oh, I always picture him or whatever. So I think if you killed your wife.
Like Scarface would be thinking about Manny like 15 years later.
Yeah.
Still going like, oh, Manny, why did I do that? All high on cocaine.
To be fair, true. Manny's irredeemable because he fucked his sister.
Yeah, but did you hear there's like a not conspiracy, but a thing where they suggest that Tony was also fucking his own sister?
I don't know if he was fucking her, but I'm a true believer in that Tony was sexually attracted to and was in love with his sister. There was something weird there. I've watched the movie so many times. There's something there. He wanted his sister.
That's why he got so upset. Yeah. But also, Manny was just such a dirtbag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even though he's your friend, you don't want your dirtbag friend fucking your sister.
Yeah. It's true. There's a choice. Like, I think as I got older, there were guys that, like, I knew in my life that if I found out they were dating my sister, or I have, like, a cousin who's like a sister to me, if it was either one of them, I'd be fine with it. You know, he's a nice guy, whatever. I'm not going to sit there, like, grossed out. I got more mature. But some guys, no.
Yeah, like if Sanker, if you dated my sister, like I know you'd be like a decent guy to, like, yeah, I'd be like, oh, that's gross, but I know you'd treat her right, and
yeah.
You know, she's safe with you. But if she dated Baxter, I know that like once she fell in love with him, he would leave her, as he tends to do. Yeah. Totally.
I would give her the best 6 months of her life, though.
Fair enough.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not even that wasn't even where I thought that was going. I thought it was more like a gross friend. Are you does it bother you at all to think of a friend who told you a lot of his sexual experience and then dates your sister?
I mean, that's such
Yeah,
a
that's
Like
weird.
rant. That's such a
not a bad
Yeah, that's
guy.
worse. That's worse, I think. Like it's like sexual deviant type guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not,
He's
not,
not a
even,
bad guy.
not even a deviant, just
Just
like a dog.
yeah.
You know he has a big dick. You know he's, done every move in the book, everything. If it's that guy, but he's a nice guy. But would that bother you?
I don't know. Like I wouldn't be thinking too much about like if it was this guy, then yeah, now I'm thinking about all the fucking sexual shit that he's told me about. Now he's dating my fucking sister. So it's just like, but usually you go, I don't, if he's
None
a
of my
bad
business.
dude, you're more associating the bad thing qualities with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sister. You're just like, oh, but if he's a good guy, but he's just fucks good and a lot and in different ways,
yeah. If anything, you
I
should be
mean, it's
happy for her.
gross, but I mean, like, it's well, good for her, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't want to hear about this shit, but at the same time, if he's a
Yeah.
decent guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck her good, buddy.
And then he tries to hide it. You guys are hanging out, and he's still telling you sexual stories, but he's trying to change your sister's name. But he's fucking
Right.
it up. He's like, your sister's name's like Stephanie, and he's like, oh yeah, I was fucking this girl Stefania one
Yeah.
time, and he just slightly changes it.
He's just like, yeah, I fucked my ass. I fucked my wife's ass the other night, and she puked on my dick. Like, you're married to my sister. My wife. I know who you're talking about, scumbag. Yeah, I would put a screeching halt to those
Halt
stories.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to get back to are the drones thing? Is that over? I haven't looked in a long time. Is that still going on?
Yeah, totally.
It is?
And they've apparently are in Toronto now. There's some
I've heard
footage
about
out of
that.
Toronto at nighttime with these things in the sky. So I
I'm gonna
don't
look
know.
that up.
Yeah,
Is
check
that-
it out.
That's part of Operation Blue Beam or whatever it's called.
Project Bluebeam, yeah.
Project Blue Beam.
Where they fake a mass alien invasion. They've been talking about that shit since like at least the 60s, I think. So I don't know. It's been in the public psyche for a long time, and also like a lot of these Hollywood movies are all pre-programming to sort of like convince people more towards like, yeah, there's going to be an alien invasion and they want to kill us all. So that's what people have been conditioned to believe about this shit.
I do believe in Hollywood conditioning, only because it's like there's so many people that like want to get their message across. So if I'm writing a movie and it's gonna get made, why wouldn't I sneak in, hey, Guyanese people are great in there somewhere?
Sure.
So obviously more nefarious things, like obviously the guy who wrote Scarface wants to fuck his sister. I think that's I haven't looked up who the screenplay writer is, but I really believe
Brian De Palma, right? Yeah, Brian De Palma wants to give it to his sibling for sure.
You find out he only has sexy brothers. He didn't want to go all in. I don't know.
Because fucking your sister, I mean, that's one thing, but fucking your brother, you're just despicable.
Like, I don't even hate on some of it, but it was just like I started watching that show. It's old now, The Last of Us, based off that video game.
Yeah.
And the third episode is a 1 hour long full relationship between two men, and it is utterly unimportant to the final story. Like, it's not you watch the whole episode starts with they vaguely mention these two guys, like they're gonna go see them, and then you watch them meet and you watch them fall in love, and for years, and they're taking you through the timeline. It's an hour long, and then you get to the end of the episode, and sorry, spoilers or whatever, but they die, and that's the two gay men die, right? And then when they die, you realize, oh, so none of this part of this show, this whole episode is important to the end of the show. So why did I just watch an hour of two men falling in love? Which I have no problem with, like, gay wise or whatever, but just obviously whoever wrote that wanted to put that across. They wanted people to be normal with two men in love or whatever, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the satanic agenda.
That storyline though, it's actually in the video game.
The storyline is in it that they're gay.
It's in the game, yeah.
But I remember I played
purpose
the game.
does it? But what purpose does it serve other than just showing two gay men and normalizing it, like, and being in love? Like, what purpose? Like, what's the reason? Is it gay love that defeated the enemy? Like what is it? No, it's not. It's just
we defeated the zombies with gay love.
with gay sex, yeah.
To be honest with you, I actually liked that episode, though. It's kind of interesting because the one gay guy was like a conspiracy nut, like, the CIA killed JFK, and he's like a prepper. So it was like a layered gay guy. It was interesting characters.
I thought
I'm okay with it if like the story is nuanced and good, but they just cram it in there for no reason. Yeah, but I felt like in that particular case, it just was good writing.
I do think it was good writing.
It was different. It was different than just cramming a gay couple in there for the sake of it.
I do think it was good writing. I think if that was like a movie that I saw, I would be like, oh, this is a pretty good movie. But I just watched it. I had played the game, and I'm like, I don't think any of this was necessary. There's only like 10 episodes in the season. I'm like, you could have done this for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I get it. That gay love, cool, But it was like an hour, and I'm like, I remember thinking like, fuck, this is going on for a long time. When does the story continue? And then you get to the end, and I'm like, oh. So you can like skip this episode and it won't affect the story at all.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah, and that was my only thought.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask Lee about, because I haven't asked. Well, I'll ask both of you because you're a fan of hip hop. Do you think Jay-Z is guilty? Not
being gay, yes.
He's
a bisexual man, yes.
You think he's a bisexual man?
1,000%, yes.
That's not what he's accused of technically. He's accused of we're supposed to say grape for some reason on YouTube. Yeah, a 13-year-old girl. But a lot of people believe that didn't happen. But I think, do you believe he's intertwined with a lot of this evil stuff?
Yes. Dude, he was like, before he was famous, like he was a crack dealer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But dude, if you're a fucking crack dealer, you're willing to sell your soul, sell the souls of your family. You're a piece of shit, dude. Like, yeah, I do believe that he's like involved with all that satanic practices and higher level elite Illuminati fucking gay shit. I'm sure he is. I was there.
Because him and Diddy were tight, right?
Yeah. So he's come out.
Apparently, LeBron James fled the country. LeBron James sold his penthouse in Miami.
No, he didn't.
And he fled. Yeah.
He plays for the Lakers right now.
He's out of the country right now because some shit's gonna come out about ain't no party but a Diddy party. Like LeBron James there.
News. Social media is destroying conspiracy theory. Alex, I don't know. They're denying it, but Alex Jones claimed that NBA star LeBron James fled the country last week, linking it to ongoing investigations involving Diddy. Jones provided no evidence for this assertion, despite James playing a game in California on Saturday night. So this one might not have happened. Do I think it's possible that LeBron James would be connected to that stuff? I think a lot of these people are intertwined, and here's what I would say is that Jay-Z was already a piece of shit way before this. Even if he's not doing that stuff, he's cheated people out of business deals and money, and he's took advantage of artists and stuff. So it's like, you don't need more. He's like, nobody should like him besides his music. He has good music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is gonna come out and get worse, but I think eventually we're just going to, some people will be ousted of Hollywood or whatever, and then life is going to go on. We're going to watch people's movies, listen to the music. We're going to forget about it. And then maybe in 40 years, we're going to do this again, and then we're going to forget about it because we're going to go back to, we just like to be entertained. We don't care if they're pedophiles.
I'm looking forward to like somebody like Luigi Mangione, who shot the CEO. I can't wait for somebody to shoot a celebrity like that, like Leonardo DiCaprio, just getting shot in
allegedly.
public.
Let's throw out allegedly, just so. No, not allegedly. Hypothetically, that's the word I'm looking for.
No,
did you actually?
I'm waiting for that. I want more CEOs and more celebrities who are involved with pedophilia to get shot in the streets. I think that's where it's got to go. Is like once people are heavily suspected of something, they should just get shot at this point. Because there's no consequences for people nowadays that are like committing severe, massive, huge, like fucking over humanity crimes. They're just allowed to get away with it because everyone's too scared to do what good old Luigi did, apparently. I think that's the next move. 2025, a lot of famous rich people getting stabbed, shot, and burnt in the street, and beaten with chains. That's what I hope.
I don't think I want like more CEOs killed. I don't want that. But I do think something has to change. I think I was watching this whole thing about like how we're living in like fake capitalism. Like that's what those libertarian people,
rigged.
whether you agree with them or not, they call it like fake capitalism. It's not real capitalism because you have too many monopolies, the government helping those monopolies to stay afloat and stuff like that. So we're not actually, there's nothing wrong with capitalism. We're just not actually living in capitalism. So these CEOs who have insurance companies, they take advantage of people that they shouldn't be able to do that because other companies, there'd be competition and stuff like that. So I do think like the system is broken in some ways, and it could work, but it's broken.
Well, that's the point of killing all these people, is because it is a broken system. And the people who broke the system are the ones who are protected by it, which are these people. Like the Nuremberg trials, when they hung like media people and politicians in the streets for fucking over the people. Yeah, that happened. That was a real thing. They executed people. And nowadays, like, there's no version of that. So the version of that today is, going vigilante and hunting them in the streets to make a real statement about it. You can't keep doing this because you're not held accountable. So they keep going on about it. They keep getting away with it. And there's no end in sight. So I think, it's at a point right now where people just need to be shot. Yeah.
Could you imagine this all comes full circle because Baxter's like cleaning company and Shine, his helper company, becomes huge.
Shine helper company.
And then one of Lee's minions fucking puts two in Baxter's head. And it all comes
Baxter
full
gets
circle.
shot in the head.
Yeah, for being an evil CEO one day. Like in 30 years, Baxter's an evil CEO, and one of Lee's fucking minions online to kill him.
I love how Lee's like a lazy revolutionary. He's like goes on this epic speech. He's like, someone else kill him though. I don't want to do it. Fucking lazy
Che Guevara.
All right, we're gonna end this on something very important that I think at least once a year we should do, and that is following up on the most beautiful lady I know of in the world.
Okay.
Lisa Guerrero.
Let's hear for her. She did. Lisa Guerrero, I don't know if you know.
Oh, this is perfect, Sanker. This is fucking perfect.
Hi,
Wait, who is
everybody.
this bitch?
Lisa Guerrero here. I'm celebrating my 18th year with Inside Edition this season. Can you believe it? It has been so much fun, and I have been able to have the privilege of doing 700 investigations for this show.
With much more attractive women than me.
Questions that you guys
I've had the privilege of introducing beautiful women as I pretended like I was still the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader I was once.
Yeah, Baxter, she's a news reporter that Sanker and I have been kind of like, I don't know, talking about for a while, because she's like this, like what used to be an attractive woman, but seems that Inside Edition sends her on investigative journalism things with much hotter women than her. So it's like she's always the old chick next to a hot one, younger woman. So that's why she's here right now. Go on. So
she was hot back in the day. She lost some of her looks. Now she's like a serious reporter. She's like switching it up.
Yeah, well, she's trying to be a serious reporter, but they only send her on, let's have you interview hot women interviews.
Okay.
All right.
Digital team, and today we're going to do an AMA. I love doing these, you guys. Keep them coming. From @Faux Show, from YouTube, how do you manage your time and what do you prioritize?
I know for a fact she's probably alone. How do you manage your time? Oh, I've been looking for a man, but he keeps leaving me for a younger woman.
But he's too busy with younger women. Yeah. Bad for Lisa.
And the amount of time I need to get ready for a shoot, plus doing all of the research it takes to be ready to do these interviews. So time is everything, and I
all the research. That means she has to pre-interview these hot women. And she knows every time she shows up, she's like, I'm going to research this TikTok girl who's got 8 million followers. It's a young me.
And better tits. Yeah.
What's the hold up? Oh, poor girl. We love you, Lisa. I did see somebody post a clip of her that was fucking phenomenal. And let me see if I can. Oh, I probably went away from it to search this. Yeah.
Scammer.
Predator.
Who are all these people talking about? This guy. His name is Glenn Harris, and they all say he's ripped them off in shoddy home improvement.
So Lisa, this is the one story that does not involve a hot woman, but does involve getting her used to her future life.
His main clients? Senior citizens like these.
He's despicable.
Jason Setfin's mother, Ellen, hired Harris to fix a simple...
All right, whatever. This guy scams old people.
12,500.
To see
What's the name of his business? Matty Bizzles?
Shout out to Matty Bizzles, scamming old folks for the last 20 years.
His elderly customers, I enlisted the help of Emmy-winning Hollywood makeup artist Ben Adams. With Adams' skill and this state-of-the-art mask, I was transformed into a granny.
Go ahead and talk.
I was transformed into a granny. You know, behind the scenes, they're like, you know, you don't have to go through all of this. You could just go as you are.
Yeah, just wait 6 months. You look like that.
Yeah, just wait 6 months. We'll go back to this in 6 months. You'll be there. Oh, man, I have to get to the reveal. The reveal, this is the part that was posted by a guy, is when she admits that she's
I'm not really this old at all.
Do some plumbing for me.
Who are you?
Well,
I don't know who you are.
I'll tell you who I am.
Look how long and awkward this reveal is.
I'm actually not a little old lady. My name's Lisa Guerrero with Inside Edition, and
Doesn't look impressed.
I know. You know, for a second, he's expecting, like, is Megan Fox going to pop out? Like, someone, like, a really... I'm actually not a little old lady. I'm a
I'm a middle-aged lady. Yeah.
I'm over the hill, but not so far over the hill as you thought. Oh, man, I love Lisa Guerrero. She's honestly a gem in this world. I feel bad for it. Oh, Baxter, I wish you saw all of them. There's so many where they have her on and she's like talking to girls in bikinis, and she's like, and then at some point in her thing, she'll throw in that she used to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader to like let the girls know that she was once a hot girl.
Just like them. Yeah. Shout out Lisa Guerrero.
Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, anything to add for our Christmas special episode? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, we covered it.
Yeah. Check out Matty Bizzles if you need some cleaning needs, because that's already up and running already.
Yeah, clean Charlie's place and have Lewis vlog it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's you could get let Lewis do like a commercial for you. That would make sense.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. Good to see you. Merry Christmas, and I'll text you guys after about next week's episode.
Cool.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.
Peace, guys.